Well, I know that you recognize the face right next to me because we've just been talking. It's Nick Payne, in case you forgot his name, but how could you ever forget his name anyway? But we were just talking about how long and how many times he's been on my show. So if you go to Google and you put in Nick Payne, you can see the whole history, apparently, of Vegas Live with Ninon and Nick Payne and Ninon.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's crazy, right?
That, to me, it's crazy because in November, I think 15th is our 5th year anniversary.
Yeah.
So we're really, it's amazing.
I was one of the main
You were one
guests.
of the main people that started it. But then I'm looking at how we've grown and what's happened with us. But what has happened with Nick Payne is more important of where you've been and what you're doing.
Man.
He's got his own shirts. He's got his own number on it.
Yeah, my
He's
shoes.
Well, put your shoe up and let's say these are the shoes,
Yeah,
the
the
new
shoes,
shoes,
Sumthin
and of
Nyce.
course they're all American.
Yeah.
Red, blue, and
so
white.
from Italy, yeah. These
Were made in Italy.
Italy, yeah.
Did you had these on last time?
Yeah.
All right, how are they going? Are they selling?
Yeah, I've two of my best friends bought a pair. Actually, no, two good friends in Las Vegas. One in Las Vegas, one in Seattle. My childhood friend I've known since like Cub Scouts since I was a kid. He bought a pair. He's still a kid
though, isn't he?
And my cousin bought a pair.
So you sold about a dozen pairs.
Yeah, of these.
And do you have these on Amazon yet? Or
No, they're on. I have my own brand, Sumthin Nyce Footwear.
Jesus, okay.
It's on do a live shoes, but my own brand. Right
you have your own brand?
Yes, on my own brand, Sumthin Nyce Footwear, own brand.
So
now.
this is how he's grown, and it's so funny because I just had Carrie Brown on, and how she's totally grown from the beginning, and now I've got you on. I've got another guest coming on today with the same story. This is the weirdest thing. All of them started at the beginning.
Yeah, you see.
And now what have you got?
I got my cards with
Look,
both.
she's got his cards.
The footwear
now.
and the cards on both sides.
The footwear and everything. In case I forget who I've got in front of me. How can I never forget him. That's for sure. So now you've got this far. You've done all this. And by the way, thank you, Peggy, for letting us not wear the mask. I'm delighted. Thank you.
Right.
But now that you've got this far and you're doing all what you're doing, where are you going with this vision right now?
Oh man. You know, it's crazy because when I first started on your show, I just did.
No, he had his hat on.
I have my hat. I just did Jason Bourne, Metro Police.
Yes.
That was my first project. Movie. And then I did All Eyes on Me, which I saw myself on the screen for the first time. Was in the trailer.
Did you like it?
I was going through the trailer, and they say background actors never have been seen. So when I saw the trailer, I was going through it. I was like, "Oh snap!" I saw myself just a millisecond. I was like, "Oh my god! I wonder who's seeing this." And that was Tupac. It was here, and I saw him, and in like a quick second, you could see me going this way. I was like, "Oh snap!" on a big screen. And God must have said, "It's your turn." That freaked me out. And then
you must have been so excited, though.
I was, but it was. Could you imagine how many people saw that film? Just that little piece of me.
Just that little piece of you.
Because it was funny, during that scene, we were at Harrah's. They turned Harrah's into like 90-something when Pac died in Vegas.
Yeah.
So,
Tragedy.
and one of the assistant producers came up to me. He came up to me and said, what I want you to do is look right and look left. I was like, okay. I looked at my friend, BC Cullins. BC was like, and I happened to look at him, the camera was like right there. I was like, oh snap.
And they got you right on that shot.
They got me, because he literally came around the corner and came up to me.
And you immediately turned around and they took the shot.
No, because I looked in the camera and they said, don't look in the camera, but I looked up and the camera was right there. And I didn't pay attention, but he literally came up to me. And then that was the scene.
That was the scene.
I was like, oh, snap.
Oh,
and then after that, I did Kickboxer Retaliation, and I met Mike Tyson. I was in that film.
He's making
I took a picture with Mike Tyson at Kickboxer Retaliation, so I'm in that.
And then that as well.
Yeah.
So are you still doing? You're still doing your movies?
I'm still doing the movies.
Are you doing a lot, or
and then I've been doing
going?
a lot. Progressively through the years, it's been growing and growing. And now I'm in that lead role now from background act. I'm still doing background, but now I'm that lead role because now I have my own brand.
But you know, sometimes when you get these lead roles and you climb up this ladder, it's sometimes to do with the confidence you have when you're within yourself.
Right.
Like when you walk into a room and you actually walk in and you own the room, everyone's going to look at you, and you're going to be climbing up that ladder. Whereas a majority of people walk into a room and never noticed.
Right, and it's crazy.
But this is where you now.
But I'm a very humble guy. You know, I'm just, I'm humble, and I appreciate everything. So now, I'm doing a thing called Sin City TV.
Okay.
It's through Sean Kane. Shout out to Sean Kane Films, Catacomb Connections, and Wide Spectrum Television. Sean Kane literally took me and turned me into his voodoo king. And
Voodoo King.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like I'm his voodoo king in his world in Seattle. I'm his main star, and now we're doing Sin City TV, which is I'm the face of Sin City TV. It's basically, you think Mad TV, Saturday Night Live, and Living Color all like mashed up on one channel with all Vegas talent, impersonators, drag queens, stars.
Well, this is what Vegas is. Vegas is the entertainment city of the world,
and,
and it still is regarding the pandemic. I don't care.
Yeah, and we're
it's coming back. It's doing great.
But we're doing TV on YouTube, but it's big. So basically,
but it's still Vegas,
it's
isn't
still,
it?
it's all Vegas
all
talent.
About Vegas, except it's just moved. Instead of seeing it in life.
And our first show is my friend Arlene Lisi Ricardo, whose son is Tommy Wynn. Arlene is my partner in our first show. We're doing her show called Arlene's Talent on Sin City TV.
Oh, how
we just did the photo shoot Sunday. So Sin City TV is going to be, it's Nick Payne presents Sin City TV, produced and directed by Sean Kane Films. So Sin City TV is our main project right now. Plus I'm still doing my brand, my shoes.
Well, you still got all that other stuff going on.
Yeah, and I just had my 51st birthday last Friday at Margaritaville.
Isn't this amazing? So, you know, I know everybody thinks you've got to be young, you know, you've got to be in your 20s and teens and all this stuff. No, he's 51 and he's impacted the world with who you've impacted with who you are, what you are, and what you're doing. Because
remember,
now.
I came here for my 50th. I was on a show, but I came here for my 50th.
Yeah, you were here for your 50th birthday.
Yeah, yeah. See, and now I'm coming back for my 51st.
51st.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
That's
think
crazy,
that is crazy. No, well, no, it's not, because this is what we do. This is what Vegas Live with Ninon does, is that we bring talent back. We show out there what we can do and how we can help them, because without him, I don't have a show, and without me, he can't come on the show.
Right.
So
but I like I said,
other.
I thank you, because you literally put my career on the map. You know, because after Jason Bourne and being on the show, it just like super.
It kind of multiplied.
It was like a train. You literally helped jumpstart my career. I mean, I've been on the show since 2016, at least about 11 times in the past 5 years.
Absolutely. And this is what we do. This is what we want to promote. And this is what we do with Carol.
Yeah, and I appreciate you.
Yeah. Will be the same thing. But it's amazing how, but it's also your tenacity. It's not only being on my show, and I know it helps, but it's also your tenacity. It's where you want to go, what you want to achieve. And I think once you get over that sort of, that hump, I call it the mountain, once you get you've got to get up to that mountain.
But I'm still climbing that mountain.
Well, you'll never stop climbing the mountain.
No, it'll never stop working.
The mountain never stops. It's like, you know, Mont Blanc. You know, it's the same thing. It just goes
but
on
you are
on.
between Julie Goldman of Goldman Associates Casting and David Anthony, those two and you set it off, because Julie cast me for Jason Bourne, All Eyes on Me. Well, her and David Anthony cast me for Jason Bourne, and then Julie cast me for All Eyes on Me, and David Anthony cast me for Kickbox Retaliation, and then you three set it off in Vegas, and it kind of rolled together.
But you also have to understand, you were there for us to take care of.
Oh,
so there's a lot of you entertainers out there that are a little bit shy, that they don't know what to do and they don't know how to do it. Come on the show. And see what Nick has done. Nick has done so well and amazing, but you've also grabbed it and you've run with it.
Yeah, I've ran with it.
You ran with it. So that's kind of you've got to also have the tenacity.
Oh, well, it's Vegas, and even though Vegas is independent, but we have the big films help, and I'm still doing acting.
Yeah, but the big films are coming out. The big the film industry in Vegas is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
Because they have everything here. They have all the hotels here. They have all the scenes here. There's anything you kind of want, and even if you want nothing, you can just go out in the desert and there's nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you want mountains, you got mountains. You want to do a cowboy movie, this is the greatest place to do a cowboy movie because you got all the mountains. And
I have so many films. I'm doing like crazy stuff like next month for the rest of this year and next year. And next year, we're doing my first solo project called The Voodoo King.
The Voodoo King.
Next year in February, which will be my first solo project on the Sean King film. So next year we're doing The Voodoo King.
So next year we'll be back on again. Don't worry, we'll be back.
Right, I'll be back. I'm always gonna come back.
How can anybody reach you and with your line and everything else?
Well, Sumthin Nyce Footwear, SUMTHINNYCE Footwear. Sumthin Nyce Entertainment on Facebook. Sin City _ TVLV. Sumthin Nyce 69. On Instagram, Nick Payne on Facebook, literally everywhere.
Just look out for the face. That's all you have to look for. Look at the face, and you'll find him. He's around everywhere. Congratulations on everything you've done, and I'm going to give you congratulations for more stuff you're going to do.
I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You mean a lot to me. Miss, you helped me in my career.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be able to help somebody because that's what it's all about. Life is to see what you can do for somebody else. I have on the back of my card. It says nothing happens without you, and that means the audience, it means the camera, it means Steve, it means you, it means everybody.
Definitely.
Nothing can happen without somebody else interjecting and helping or doing something.
And you're a big part of my career.
I hope so. We shall be right back, Vegas Live with Ninon, with our next guest, which is also going to be fascinating because it's also one that goes back a few years.
Yeah.
So we've had now 3 of them on today. Amazing. It happens that way.
Right. In threes, right?
In threes. There you go. We'll be right back. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.